What was your takeaway from that speech? Do you think that Mr. Papandreou really wants out of the referendum?
I think he does, Jim, but it's a very high-stakes game here. I was quoting him. We have a dilemma, he said during that 45-minute speech. We need to build a consensus or go to the referendum. He had to build a consensus within his own ruling PASOK party and with the opposition. Now, we know he has some support now within the PASOK party, but he's waiting. He put an olive branch out to the opposition, Antonis Samaras, saying, if the opposition joins us, we are ready to negotiate. And I was texting back and forth with a Greek finance official who said to me, we'll find out in the next few hours if the opposition's on board. So let's take a look at some of the major players here. George Papandreou has some infighting within his own party with his own finance minister, Evangelos Venizelos, who is the finance minister and deputy prime minister. Venizelos didn't want to go to the referendum. He represents the left side of the PASOK party. Papandreou, if you will, going for the center of the party, trying to push through ththese reforms for the next generation. Venizelos said after 10 years it had been a mistake to leave the euro. Key player tonight, Antonis Samaras. Interesting to know, Papandreou and Samaras were college roommates in the United States. Samaras was resisting this referendum, resisting the October 26 debt package. The negotiations are tonight on that. Then they go to the confidence vote tomorrow. Very interesting to watch. And what will be the stakes in the game here, Jim, is the big question. If they go ahead and provide the support from the New Democracy, the opposition party, will they ask for a different government? That's the big question, I think, going forward. This is the former vice president of the European Central Bank and the former Greek central banker, Lucas Papadimos. There's been some talk, maybe, that he comes in and leads an interim government. It's too early to call that right now. What Papandreou was trying to say basically is, I didn't want to talk about leaving the euro, but if we didn't have consensus in my own party, we don't have consensus in parliament, then I'll put that vote to the Greek people. And if I survive this process, terrific. If not, perhaps it would be his time to set aside. That's too early to say right now. We have to keep in mind here right now, a lot of pressure from the financial markets, Jim, on Greece. The 10-year bond shot up to 26% today. This is 23 points above the German bond. This is what gauges the risk in the Greek market. Even the Italian bond at a euro high right now is at 6%. So it's 20 percentage points above the Italian 10-year bond right now. So the pressure is still on the Greek government to deliver in an economy that's contracting at 7% with unemployment at a record 16%. So still a lot of pressure on this prime minister.
Well, this prime minister, John, honestly appears a bit befuddled. I mean, at the opening of his speech, he noted the ridiculous situation of capital flight from Greece. And it seems that he didn't reckon what the effect would be of announcing a referendum like this in the markets, among the allies, the people that were going to bail him out in Europe, and among the public and the politicians.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal point, but I think what he was faced with here is he had a splinter group within his own party. He did not have the support of the opposition. We don't know if that's going to come. And I was in Greece for the last 3 or 4 weeks covering this, as you know. We have a splintered society right now. The private sector feels like they have been asked to do too much. The public sector now asking to take wage cuts of 20%, pension cuts of up to 40%, in a situation where the unemployment rate's at 16%. He felt like he had to play the card. We don't know if that card's going to be an ace or not. To be very, very candid, he has to get the opposition on board this evening for that confidence vote tomorrow.